Hey guys, this is Darin, and you're watching Pop Unlimited on YouTube.
How is it we came back from the edge? Something brought this love back from the dead. Now you're holding me more like the first time. The first time I thought you forgot. I thought you forgot what it feels like.
It's Ben here at the Bedford in Balham, and I'm sitting here with Swedish singer-songwriter Darin. Darin, welcome to London.
Thank you very much.
You've just completed a 20-day acoustic tour of Sweden. How was it to get back to performing after so long?
It was amazing, actually. I've never been on an acoustic tour before, and the tour before was an arena tour. So I felt a bit like I was a bit nervous because I knew that I would come it would be more intimate, so much more intimate. And I told people that I was gonna get closer to them and talk to them about the song and how what I was thinking when I wrote the song. So the whole thing, I was just like, oh my god, why did I do this? What have I gotten myself into? But then actually at the premiere, I just felt like, wow, this feels really good. I felt like the audience appreciated it more, even more than the tours before. A lot of them said that this was their favorite tour of mine so far, which was really nice to hear. And also myself, I just felt like I didn't realize how much I missed being on stage until I was actually standing there. Yeah.
So I was going to say, actually, how does performing those more intimate gigs compare to big arenas? I mean, do you have a preference, or is it
so different? I love both of them. I do miss the arena tours or the concerts because I just miss doing the up-tempo songs full on. Now that I've done so many acoustic shows, I just miss doing the up-tempo thing with lights and a real show. But I love both of them. I really enjoy doing the acoustic one as well. But I think the next time I will want to have a full-on band on stage and the lights and.
You did Globen in 2019. Was that the first time you'd done it?
Yeah, Globen. Yeah, I've done other things there, but not my own show. So that was my first time doing my own show there. Yeah.
I bet that was a dream come true.
It was it's a childhood dream. So for me, it was amazing, just surreal standing there.
Do you still get nervous these days before you do a gig, or is it just another day at the office?
I do, actually. I do get nervous. Some days more than others. If I know that there's people out there that I know in the crowd, I get more nervous. Yeah. So of course Stockholm, and also the beginning, in Malmö, because I hadn't done it for so long. I felt I remember there was one woman helping me get the mic and everything before going on stage, and she's looking, she was like, "Are you okay?" Because I was so nervous. I was like, "Yeah, I'm fine. I was like, ding, 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 ding. It's I haven't done this for a while. That's why it's gonna be
fun. A few nights, it's fine, is it?
Yeah, but as soon as I go up and I see the audience and start singing a bit, I calm down.
Well, they've all paid to come to see you, and so they're going to boo you off or something.
I don't know why I get so nervous, but someone actually told me when you stop feeling nervous or the butterflies in the stomach, that's when you know you should stop. So I guess it's good to have it. Maybe not that much, but a little bit of it. It could be good, I think.
So now you're here in London at the Bedford, where I believe Ed Sheeran, Sam Smith used to play a lot, so it's quite a renowned venue. And is it your first ever gig in the UK?
It is, actually. It's my first time playing here.
What took you so long? We've been waiting 17 years for this, Darin.
I've been waiting as well. So I'm really excited about this, actually. And I'm very excited about the gig. And my sister is also she's like, "Oh, I wish I could be there." And she's like, "You've been waiting for this for so long to do something there." And so, I'm very excited.
I will end up thanking him one day. And now you're holding me more like the first time. First time, I thought you forgot what it feels like. Whatever you did with whomever it is, thank you for making me feel like this. 'Cause you holding me more, holding
the new single is called Holding Me More. What's the story behind that song?
It's about falling out of a relationship and then finding each other after like a hard time, and then how it feels like it's like the first time when you like when we met.
Yeah.
Like how it felt like the first time. Like, yeah, that's what it's about. It's a bit sad, but it's also very, very nice. So it's like both sad and happy in a way.
I mean, the last time we spoke, you mentioned there was a new song that was your favourite. Was this the one you were talking about?
Yeah, this is the one.
Yeah. And do you prefer writing songs in English or Swedish? Is there any difference in your approach, or is one
actually
easier than other?
I've noticed that because I grew up with 3 languages. I grew up with Swedish and Kurdish and English as well. And I always noticed, like, I it's not like I become a different person, but a little bit, like, depending on which language I'm speaking. When I speak in Swedish, I express myself in one way, and then in Kurdish, I express myself in a different way. And the same with English. And I noticed that when I write songs as well, even if I like writing in both Swedish and English. I can't write songs in Kurdish, though, because I don't use it that much, so I'm not as good, but still I can speak the language. But yeah, it's just different. I don't know how to explain it, but just a different way of expressing yourself. But I love writing in both.
So what's left for you to achieve now? What's the dream?
Well, to complete this English album that I'm working on. It started with Can't Stay Away and Holding Me More, and there's going to be a new single coming out pretty soon. So my goal is to make the best album possible.
And what's been the highlight, you think, of your career so far?
The highlight, every time you write something that's like, of course, like every time you write something that you feel is like, I like this, that's the highlight. But yeah, I think definitely playing at the Globe, at the arena tour, like the first concert in Stockholm, and all my friends were there, my family, like friends from like all the countries abroad, like flew in. It was just such an amazing night, and like a childhood dream that came true in a way.
Yeah.
So that was a special day and night.
And when you write a song, I mean, do you ever get a feeling of this is definitely a hit, or you just know it's a good song? I mean, you ever surprised about which ones become the hits and which ones don't do so well?
I do. It's always like, sometimes, it's like sometimes you think like this is probably going to be like the I remember like releasing my Swedish music, and the first single, I just wanted to like, what do you call it, like a teaser for the album, like because of the sound of the first single. I didn't expect that one to become like the big song. It's called Ta mig tillbaka.
Yeah.
And then I thought like the next song, which was like Romeo and Juliet kind of story, was going to be the big, but it was the opposite. Like Ta mig tillbaka became like one of my biggest songs ever so far, and then Juliet wasn't like as big.
Well, you almost started a trend, really, didn't you? Because before it was all about singing English. Now every Swedish pop star is recording in Swedish.
It's funny because they told me, no, it doesn't work in Swedish right now. You should continue in English. And I was like, I really like this song. So I actually started my own record label because of that.
Yeah. So is it just a lot more freedom now? You can do whatever you like. No one's telling you, no, it's got to sound like this.
It is. It's great, like, for Sweden, but here, like, I've noticed, like, for all these countries that I'm releasing in right now, it's a lot of work, you know, to do it on your own. So for now, like, it's okay, but I don't know. It's a lot to do when you have several countries at the same time to work with.
Most of the time, I see a world with no love in my eyes. Baby, most of the time, I just wanna know what your body feels like. What do I do if I can't stay away? I just keep on moving till you're next to me. What do I do if I can't stay away? I can't help getting closer than we're meant to be. 'Cause I can't stay away from you. No, I can't stay away.
So we're almost in 2022. What's coming up for you? Is it more singles, album, another tour?
That's the thing. Like, I'm working on a lot of things right now, but nothing's really finished yet.
Yeah.
And, you know, I can be quite spontaneous. So it's like Can't Stay Away. Like, as soon as I got the final version from Burns, I just, like, we released it like a few weeks after that because it just felt like it was the right time to release something like that. And it's probably going to be the same next year.
And when you're recording songs, do you think about the current trends? Because always during your career, you've been ahead of the curve. Almost like when you released "Breathing Your Love," for instance, I thought, wow, this sounds different. And then 6 months later, everyone was doing songs like that. And of course, you wrote the Red One before anyone else as well.
Cataluna and Gaga and everyone.
And obviously, the 70s and 80s thing is quite big at the moment as well. It's like,
right.
Do you just know what's happening next, or is it you just do what you?
I think
fancy doing?
I think both. Like, I'm happy. Like, I attract good people, and then I also like I've had the pleasure of like working with like a lot of these like talented producers and songwriters, and most of them like before they've had like their breakthroughs.
Yeah.
I don't know how I've like been able to like find so many of them like right before, but yeah, Red One was one of those. Like, it was right before the Lady Gaga songs, like her first songs that they did, which is pretty cool. We did my 4th album, and he did her first album at the same time. I remember him like sending me the Just Dance track, so I wrote another song on the track, and she wrote Just Dance on that. Mine is called Girl Next Door.
Yeah.
But I didn't release mine as a single, but I still like that song a lot.
Yeah. I think you said before, is that your favourite album you did? Or the
Flashback?
Yeah. The one that didn't go to number 1. Why do you think
exactly?
What happened?
And it's funny because it's like probably my favorite English album, speaking album.
It's just banger after banger, isn't it? That
Thanks. Yeah, I think like what people like in Sweden is different than what people like abroad.
Yeah.
And like it's different like country to country. But if you like compare like the UK, what you guys listen to here, and in Sweden, or like the US, like all the countries, like it's like a little bit different.
Yeah.
So I think that's like, and it's like you say, like that sound wasn't really like, it was so new back then. It's more like it was like 1-2 years after that, like that's the only thing they played everywhere. But when we released it, like me and Red One, it was quite new, the sound.
It's the challenge now, because of course you've gone back to singing English. You want to keep the Swedish audience happy as well. If they've got used to singing in Swedish, do they want more Swedish, or are they?
I think it's like it's different. Like some of them like it in English actually, and some of them prefer it in Swedish. But of course, because it is a Swedish-speaking country, like they can relate more. They listen more to the lyrics, and they take it in more in a different way, like than if it's in English, of course.
Well, Darin's new single, Holding Me More, is out now to download and stream, and you can follow him at Darin Official. Darin, thanks for talking to me, and good luck for tonight.
Thank you so much.
Whatever you did with whomever it is, thank you for making me feel like this, 'cause you